Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Today we've got another Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2022 brackets. Round 1 here between jjschmidt and chromataclysm. I'm Star, and we've got a rare appearance on comms today by our lovely Trails.
Hey, what's
How are
up,
you doing?
Z2R family? Um, good to be a commentary. Good to help out a little bit tonight. Doing pretty good. This should be a pretty interesting race. JJ's kind of a veteran in the Zelda 2 randomizer. However, has been away for a couple years since the before the 4.0 release, and Chromataclysm is very well versed in this, and it should be a pretty interesting race, but I got to give Chromataclysm the edge over because of experience alone. Um,
Yep,
but
go in.
yeah, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. So it could be a vanilla shuffle Death Mountain. Chroma could take the wrong path, and JJ could take the right path. Who knows? I know it's not going to be a free win, but I'd just say definitely give the edge to Chroma for the 4.0 experience alone.
Oh, for sure. We've got Chroma is the defending champion. It looks like Caldera West, probably. Rudo here has Spell in it. Okay, not even gonna bother finding out where Trophy's at.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real point. I mean, you'll end up running into it. Spell is kind of a not really an important spell until it has to be. You know what I mean?
Yep. Got a bridge tile right here as we find a heart container. And boots on Stonehenge. Nice.
Yeah, I tried clicking it, but it won't light up for me.
You might need to click the second bot link. That is a vanilla east. Straight vanilla.
Buckle in, folks, because it might take a while. The whistle hard required to get to the bottom section of the eastern continent, and so that could be anywhere, and there's a lot of different places that could be. So buckle in. This could be a long, bumpy ride.
Oh, it could. Hey, at least they got the boots already. That makes a vanilla east quite a bit nicer. No need to go dig that out of P5 or wherever else it could have gone.
I'm really surprised that Chroma didn't grab the two free items over there, and at least look at the spell and Raru or I'm sorry, Naburu. The spell or the water tile was free, and the spell item in Naburu could have been the fairy spell.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's boots for JJ and the heart container for Chroma.
Yeah, I mean, he could have checked the water tile, looked at the island palace real quick, grabbed P-Bag Cave and up and eight after after seeing the spell in there, and that's what I would have done anyway, because that could have been any key glove, give you an early nice little advantage, and plus there's usually some lizard men in there that'll give you some good experience early on, maybe like 100 or two, sometimes 300 experience points a kill, so.
Ooh, flute here for Chroma. Okay, that's an item.
They got so lucky because that thing could have been anywhere. Could have been
Oh,
deep
it
in Death
could.
Mountain. It could have been deep in Death Mountain.
The randomizer does love to do that. We've got a palace here as well. And a vanilla Death Mountain. Okay, game. Okay.
Yeah, that's straight vanilla. So yeah, I'd say um, that gives Chroma a pretty big advantage right there alone. Chromaticalism, the former any percent world record holder in Vanilla Zelda 2, can easily do a Death Mountain without a candle and be completely fine. And any percent you do Death Mountain with attack one and life one. So
Yeah. So, 1-up is the 4th item here in the west. And we did find P5 for JJ just north of the Death Mountain connector, so that's one of our palaces found.
the
This looks like
interesting
a caldera of some type. The cross is in the east. Okay, thanks.
It's
This is a
really,
caldera, so there will be there will be a palace there. There will be a palace on the western half, and we're missing the other towns as well.
you know what I just thought of that was kind of interesting is that you might have to go through Death Mountain in order to get to the west side of this caldera. There might not be any pass-through caves to get you from one side to the other. So that's a 5 minute time sink right there
It could
alone.
be, yeah. But we do have. So this is the cave that would go to the caldera here for JJ. And he's gonna take it. Chroma's gonna go do the water tile and check the ocean palace now. And there's the child, okay.
This is
And
starting,
yep!
this is starting to chalk up to be kind of a big serious play right here. I mean, if that turns into the fairy spell, then Chroma could start knocking palaces out.
Yeah, JJ here finding P306 in the caldera. I completely missed what the ocean palace was. Nibiru has
was-
life in it. Left.
It was Palace 4. Yeah, I don't know why Chromataclysm was even wasting his time here. That's it's 90 seconds it costs to come in here and get the life spell.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting for a runner of Chroma's caliber to spend the time to go through here for it.
He might just be, because you never know. The Great Palace could be really bad, but I'm usually willing to take that sort of gamble. Because by the time you get to the Great Palace, you usually have a few heart containers, a few extra hearts. Life 7 usually, so you can usually tank a few hits. But yeah,
especially with 6 gems, you generally get a decent amount of stuff. This is not max rando after all, where that matters more.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing on my burb. Is that the raft, either the raft will take you to the other side of the west, or the other side of Death Mountain will, or possibly even both. So it'd be interesting to see who finds the raft or who decides to go through Death Mountain.
Yeah.
The back end of Death Mountain exists somewhere, and it's not going to be on the east.
No. And don't forget, too, that we still need to find our Maze Island connector. That's a magic jar for Chroma.
Yeah, I mean, Maze Island could connect to that to the raft tile, and yeah, the Vanilla Death Mountain is hard required. So
yeah, JJ is going to go see where the trophy is. Karak. Okay, so we don't need to get the item out of P4. That is information. Go east to find the raft. Okay, that's also information.
yeah, Chroma just got a magic container out of the P-Bag Cave. Gonna go south here. I guess he's gonna catch Gerunia on the way back, and these road path tiles can be anything. So, taking a little bit of a gamble there. Trying to do the river dance technique to skip these one of these Wilson encounters, but that could be a VOD encounter. You never know with these flags. The road encounters are not safe, and they can be absolutely terrible. Here we go. Here's a lizard man. This guy could be worth up to 500 experience points if Chroma can take him out. He's got attack 3, so it should be a pretty easy fight.
Yeah, JJ's hiking all the way to Darunia. No ferry, no jump, no child. Just wants the info.
This is going to cost him probably about 3 minutes. I think the blue lizard men are invulnerable to sword swings, which is really bad news. You can only damage them. You can only damage them with the thunder spell.
And JJ deciding to turn around. That's good for him. He won't lose as much time to hiking there. I don't know why he's taking this cave, though, when he has boots to just take the water.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. However, this is a single screen pass-through cave with flying enemies, so it's kind of short.
That's true. Chroma is heading for Risen P that cave now. We know that the Cross and the Raft are also here on the east. One of them could be here, could be in Nukasudo, could be the Desert Hell. We don't know.
Chroma's on his last life. He's got to be careful. I agree with this play, leaving the P-Bag Cave. He could easily get clobbered right there and then have to start all the way back from home. So him leaving there, very smart play in my opinion. See how the forest tiles are actually the free road path encounters. You're going to see Chroma. Oh, he didn't dip over there. I'm very surprised that he didn't dip over there to look at the town, and New Kasuto could be free. Or you might need to hammer. He completely skipped looking over there, which is see the glove. An early glove. See, the palace is over here free. You don't have to blow the whistle, and it's P1.
Okay. P1 nice and free. That's good to know. No, relatively free.
Yeah, Crow is probably. Yeah, he's probably looking to see if he can get a quick P-bag, quick attack 4 level. Maybe find the boss or some keys real quick. We haven't really seen too much of the drop pool yet, so there still could be keys in the small enemy drop pool here.
Yeah. JJ is hiding to Darunia now, or he's trying at least, because that's death.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know where he's at. I know he's on the northern section of the eastern continent. Okay, the desert squares are they are whatchamacallit? They are that's a game over. Back to start for JJ. But yeah, when you get caught on the desert, you get put on those Valley of Death encounters, and that's could be an easy game over because there's flying invisible eyeball moas will knock you right into the soup,
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna go stop in. Okay, just resetting encounters, I guess. I was like, I would probably not be going for P5 right now. He will find out that there is a 1-up here in Trophy Cave.
He might be needing to use it immediately.
He might, yeah, about that. So he could just up A back to start. The bridge is right there.
He'll likely do it when he sees the 1-up. He might not even pick it up and just up an A.
Yeah, that's an up A.
JJ's sprite is a sprite that Jacobus Wedge made a while back. Some say it's a Dark Nut sprite, some say it's the Dragon Warrior sprite. I don't know.
Chroma looking as chat notes to be key locked here in P1. He's really hoping to get a small key out of the small enemy drops. I don't think it's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, it could be in a large enemy drop pool as well. Has it confirmed? Has he seen a key block yet? He's probably just trying to get.
I assume he has. I'm not actually completely sure, but I think he's key locked out of here.
I think he's looking to get that attack level.
Possible.
This is why I don't. This is exactly why I don't put importance into getting attack levels. Because this
loses a lot of time, dude. Because those are not fast enemies to kill with his current stuff.
Yeah, and you kill enough of these bogos, they'll just spawn on the floor. They won't jump.
Yeah, and they're only giving like 3 apiece. These are terrible earnings, and he has to wait for them to fly down too, because he has no jump, no sword beams. This is not fun. And the Moas aren't cooperating either. Chroma, there is a key in that room there, but he can't get it without jump. Or upstairs, actually. So he's gonna go somewhere else. It's like maybe.
Looks like JJ gave up on the whole turn in the kid scenario.
That's good for him.
It could be, man. That could be something serious. That could be the fairy spell that's gating this whole seed right now. And had they both just went in there and did that, this Palace 1 kerfluffle wouldn't be happening right now.
Yeah, that's assuming Fairy's castable, because we don't actually know. Like, Chroma's losing so much time that Chroma's lost so much time in P1 that it's almost like a net zero between JJ going towards Darunia and Chroma trying and failing to get a level right now here.
This sort of evens it out a little bit. However, it looks like jjschmidt77's having a difficult time here in this Wilson encounter. Even at Live 4, it's a 2-shotter with the Blue Lizard manual.
And that's a game over.
Yeah, got an axe sandwich. Let's see, back to start you go.
Yep. It's tough because I don't have a lot of options right now. He's gonna. I was gonna say I would be a little surprised if he went to the Caldera right now. Old Kasuto is Chroma's gonna still try and get some experience. Jumping it, okay. More spells they don't need.
Yeah, I mean it's early downstab though at least.
There is that. Once Chroma hikes back up, once Chroma goes once I can get to Mido Trails, because that's on the other side of the west.
Yeah, this seed's already starting to shape up to be a stinker.
I'm just wondering who's gonna go dig Death Mountain first. It might be JJ here.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Because at least it's vanilla, so you know how to get there. And it's this or try the Wilson encounters again, and JJ's not having fun on the east.
Yeah, it hasn't been too kind to JJ, unfortunately.
No, those blue Lizalfos that are invincible on the Wilson encounters really suck.
Yeah, you gotta know how to neutral jump those guys. If you're running towards them as they're running towards you, if you press and hold down the A button and let go of the D-pad, you will actually jump over them and they will stop walking. Because they read your inputs. So if you neutral jump, you can jump over them and be safe. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know that strat, then you know you're gonna get clobbered every time.
Yeah, Chroma trying to bait the blue Lizalfos in that encounter there to go jump in the water, and then he drowned instead.
Oh man, look, he caught it. He's probably like, okay, he made it through. Well, I bet you he doesn't do that again. Yeah, I'm going through this encounter. F that, I'm not going through the Valley of Death encounter with invisible eyeball moas in the dark. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that is death number 2, just getting to Darunia though. Ouch. And Chroma's gonna try the encounter skip again.
Oh, he's trying to do the link feat. The thing is, the link feat was a newly discovered strat, and on a particular screen, you can line link up with the edge, and it sets a. Oh, he's just gonna do a blind pool. I like this play. But yeah, you gotta set up. It runs up the subpixel and everything, but it's on a very particular screen. Wow, first try, super jump. Chroma just showing off over here.
Yep.
Yeah, Todd,
there's a death for JJ.
Yeah, there's a link feat strat, Alan, that you can actually do the fairy feat, but with Link. I'm not really sure. The guy who figured it out, the Slackinator, there's one particular screen that it's done on, but I'm not sure if the setup is the same. But it would be very interesting to see. It would be kind of game changing if it was something that was like reliable to put like in like using the randomizer, you know. And Chroma gets the fire spell out of Darunia. Let's see what that's linked to. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
And JJ is powering his way through. I wonder if he's going to do Hammer Cave, or
he's
if he's
almost
just
at a game over though. Oh yeah. Okay, he got one up somewhere. I was like, please don't let that be a game over because he's almost there, and that would have been a really sucky trip back.
It would be cool if there could be a palace inside of Death Mountain, so you could up and A and get your lives back in a situation like this. At least it's vanilla, and not vanilla shuffled, because at least he knows where he's going right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's not even going for Hammer Cave. He's just going to go straight for the connector.
Yeah, he probably just wants to see the other side of it, and it could be the other side of the east, or the other side of the west, or it could be Maze Island. Yeah, exactly. We're about to find out here in just about 2 seconds.
Yeah. Chroma, we'll see where he goes next. He's heading for the caldera. Okay, gonna go take a look at what palace this is. Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Dude, turn back around and go to Hammer Cave. You better turn back around and go to Hammer Cave. That could be the hammer. But what a troll!
That is what a troll. That is brutal. You go all the. That's a game over as well. Oh no. Oh, but that is such a bad hammer lock.
Yeah,
you go all the way through Death Mountain, find out you're back in the west, but behind a hammer rock. It's not this one because that looks different. And then you game over trying to get back to Hammer Cave. That feels bad for JJ. Ouch.
Yeah, I wonder when Chromataclysm's going to make that play, because I have a feeling at some point he's going to feel like that he's ran out of options as well.
Yeah, because, I mean, they don't have a lot of options. They don't have the... Unless Nukasudo's open, they don't have a lot to do. They don't have a lot of... Because they don't have a lot of item locations left. We've seen all of the Eastern Overworld locations. We haven't seen Nukasudo because Chroma didn't look over there enough. We haven't seen Nukasudo. We can't dig any palaces without fairy or any key, unless it's fire or fairy. We don't know.
Clem hit the hammer right on the head of the nail there. With saying it's only Hammer Cave and the Risen P-Bag Cave.
No, Risen P-Bag Cave had the glove on it.
I thought, wasn't that the Desert Square tile?
Well, JJ has 3 items marked on the east for him. Raft Child Magic Jar, and we know that Chroma found the 4th, which is a glove.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely correct.
And we know that Cross is one of the 2 items in Nukasudo. Because that was hinted to be in East, and we haven't seen it yet. Chroma dipped into Risen, but he didn't dig it out because it was last life. Oh, okay, Glove was Desert Tile. I might just be confused then. Oh, we don't have the raft yet. That's why I got confused. Okay, so yeah, Risen P-Bag Cave is still there. That's a game over for JJ. Got Risen P-Bag Cave, Hammer Cave, and Nukasudo. Then, yeah, because we can't dig palaces. Oh, is Chroma gonna finally test fire here?
It'd be pretty interesting to figure it out. You know, if fire is linked with the fairy spell, you know that's logic, right? The game takes that into consideration.
It's not, because Chroma just tested it. It's not. I think that's jump.
It's the he's got a double jump, dude. He's got jump times 2. The remix.
Yeah, that's jump and fairy, so that is not that jump and fire, so that's not logic for palaces.
Remix. Because he's got the volume 2 jump. You know, he's got jump times 2.
Yeah.
Oh, a key!
Oh,
drops from
that's big.
In a small enemy drop pool.
Yeah. He's gonna get fire. Yeah, he's gonna get fire here, but he can't get upstab because he doesn't have jump from Old Kasudo because he couldn't get past the Wilson encounters.
That's a feels bad moment right there. You know, doing all that bullcrap just to find out that fire is only
That
Jump
player is
spell.
just jump. Yeah, that's a real whammy.
That's one of the worst things that it could possibly be, to be honest. As Chroma's on his last life, it looks like, and he's really. There's a red jar at the end of this cave, so hopefully he does Hammer Cave. He'll get the red jar right here. That'll afford him another life cast. Yeah, here he goes. He's going straight to Hammer Cave. I like this play a lot. Gotta despawn the first enemy in there. See how he dipped in and out real fast. That gets rid of the first enemy here in Hammer Cave. Oh, there's a red Dyra and he's getting clobbered. Oh,
ooh, he does not look happy with himself there.
Nah,
and actually, never mind. JJ can get up stab here because he got jump here. Never mind, and that fails bad for Chroma. So close too, but
that red Dyra said, "Come here, let me axe you something real fast. Give me an axe sandwich."
And he's going right back.
Yeah, I love it, man. He knows, man, that something of note is probably over here. And I like the fact that he's actually going into Hammer Cave first before doing that, even though, like, that was, like, the worst luck ever to, like, come out of Death Mountain and be immediately hammer locked. You know, but...
that is just so mean of the randomizer to put that hammer rock there.
Well, at least he wasn't soft locked. At least he could dip out. In certain settings, that there's actually not a way that you can move, so you'll come out of a cave and be stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the randomizer definitely knows that that it's the brackets, and a race spot is on the rag or something. I don't know. Making it happen. Making it happen.
We wanted a good race for these two. We sure got a good seed, at least to watch. I don't think these runners are all that happy about this, though. To play it.
It's got me scratching my head. I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, Hammer Cave, maybe. Hammer Cave is kind of like the last thing that they can do. Or maybe
Hammer Cave and Risen P-Bag are it.
Yeah, here comes JJ coming down. Oh, he got caught on the desert square tile underneath of the River Devil, man. That is like the worst luck ever. You know, into the soup.
Yeah.
Folks, you asked for it, we delivered it. Here it is. Paint Hell in a Cell right here.
Hi Chloe, powering chat. Yes, dark rooms are in logic without the candle. The candle is probably buried in a palace somewhere. They would actually kind of like it because the enemies are painful, but usually they don't. Runners of this caliber don't usually need the candle. It's nice to have, especially when the seed's being this mean. But you can do without.
The candle is the worst item in the game. I think, especially at this point in the game, probably a 500-point P-Bag would be a more welcome item, or even like a heart container even.
They would really like a heart container considering how often they've died in this seed so far.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what happens when you don't level up life. You see how Chroma's got attack 4, which is nice. But yeah, take that life level. It helps you with early survivability. I think that life 4, even life 5 is a good place to be, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so JJ survived the Wilson encounters. If he can get past this bridge... just about.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit, Star. What'd you say?
JJ just barely made it here.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might have 1 life left, but he was cutting it close on his life, whichever one it is, and he's gonna head straight into P1 to take a look. We know Chroma lost a ton of time here earlier trying and failing to get anywhere, really? We'll see if he gets anywhere better, but he doesn't have a glove yet.
Yeah, no glove, and also he hasn't gotten a key drop yet off the small enemy drop pool, so there's his glove on the desert square tile.
Yeah. Okay, will he finally give us a look at Mugasuna here, please?
Yeah, if you walk along the forest right here, along the mountainside, oh, Vanilla Hammer.
Oh, that's a vanilla hammer.
Oh, see,
Jeez.
the old new Kasuto is exposed. You don't even need the hammer. You can just walk in there. See, that's could have been or could be a critical error on Chroma's
On
part.
Chroma's side.
Yeah, because the
The
hammer could have
hammer?
been inside of new Kasuto. It could have been.
It could have been. We're gonna have to see because the item might be available here behind 5 jars, or it could, if they're lucky, and they've got a spell here too in Nukasudo.
I think we might get a chance to see what's on the western side of the western continent here if Chroma goes over there. It looked like, I mean, it could have been on the east. He's not even reading the town sign. Barbara Slithers with a P bag.
Slithers with a P bag. Okay, well they're never digging that. And was that 6 jars? The
Possibly, I missed it.
heart container in Spec Rock, I think, is also vanilla.
Nah, it's typically a magic container.
Oh, never mind. My memory's bad then. Ignore that. Okay, so Chroma's going to find out. Hammer first.
You're breaking up really bad, Star. Oh, he gets knocked right into the soup. Fairy Spell and Nukasudo. That's quite a find. That kind of blows this thing a little wide open here. JJ has now the option to start digging palaces for real, and we haven't seen Great Palace yet. So we've seen P3, P6, and Palace 1, but yep, this looks different. This is the western side of the western continent here. Chroma's got he's got a pathway to everything.
Alright, I restarted Discord. Am I any better?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Excellent. Discord being stupid then. As usual. Chroma should find both Thunder and Reflect here, and I think the other spell they're missing is Shield. Like this is, yep, Thunder for Chroma.
Yeah, the faster Chroma gets back to the new Kasuda, the faster he can get going. I wouldn't be surprised if JJ Schmidt turns on the afterburners here, having the glove and the fairy spell.
Maybe.
JJ?
His stream just went down. Gonna go see what's up with that.
How you doing, Tannerin? Welcome in.
Welcome in. Perfect timing. JJ's stream just crashed. I'm not sure why. I'm looking into it. He just got the blue screen of death, apparently.
Oh, so he's
just sent me a DM.
Oh, so his game completely crashed?
Something crashed. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like that the race probably will get called off unless Chroma... I don't know. It's up to these men what they want to do.
Yeah, okay, so he's lost all progress. Let's see what Chroma thinks.
I'm sure Chroma will accept the situation and probably do a reroll.
I probably, because no one wants to win because your opponent blue screened.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'd rather lose to somebody than win to them because of that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel good when it's something that they couldn't control. It's one thing if your opponent just got randoed, but it's a whole other thing if they just lost all progress.
Yeah,
James was doing pretty decently too, having finally gotten to Nukasudo.
He had the ability to start digging into these palaces, which is really unfortunate here. because that's the edge that he needed. God knows the next time that Chroma's gonna get back over to the bottom section of the Eastern Continent. Um, the only thing that could save Chroma at this point would be the Eniki being in his cave or somewhere close by, because otherwise he can't really do anything until he gets back over there.
Although at least he has Hammer, so he's got to get back there eventually. That was a medicine. A momentary brain fart as to what he just picked up. But yeah, JJ I think is on his phone because of the blue screen, so he hasn't put in the dot quit in race time yet. But once he does, we'll see what Chroma says. So that just feels bad. Trails can take over for him. Okay, and there's the JJ's forfeit just went through. Kind of requires also that Chroma reads race time. Might take him a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably see it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he keeps it open on like a separate window or something just to see if somebody finishes. I know if somebody if somebody finishes, he usually quits right away.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. Okay, Chroma is willing to reroll if we can. Is willing to re-raise right now if JJ can restart his computer, but so far JJ is currently on his phone, unfortunately. His computer hasn't decided to start working yet, unfortunately.
Man, that's really unfortunate. I hope that everything ends up working out. No, if they're able to hurry up and get another one rolling.
See, because
looks like Chroma's gonna auto-logic some stuff. At least we have something to watch while JJ's figuring it out. Yeah, I mean, Clem's got a good point. They could do a 4-way at 8:30. I mean, it's all the same flag, so.
Chroma currently can't start at 8:30. He says he can restart within the next 15 minutes, but later than that, he's got to go later.
So, like, reschedule at a different date or something?
Yeah. Basically, it's on Chroma at this point, since he's the one who didn't crash.
Yeah, I mean, like, what happens if he, loads another one back up and it crashes again? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it kind of that's kind of like we don't know why JJ blue screened. JJ's actually just gone offline completely on Discord now, so I assume he's got some issues. It seems that is a fails bad.
It sure is. I hope that he gets it figured out. I can certainly help out for, a while longer.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because this is just an ouch.
Oh man, Chroma taking out that Doom Knocker, and the Iron Knuckles, man, quality gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So JJ got his computer restarted. Now it's doing Windows updates.
Wow. Wow. All right.
Hopefully that doesn't take another half hour because that's an ouch.
Windows updates are kind of a weird thing They can either be an instant, or you're waiting an hour to get it updated.
Yeah. He says that it's at 15%, but who knows how long that'll take. That's insult to injury. Chroma finding the pastor version of this room here, and taking death to Doomknocker.
Doing that strategy with the jump spell is rough.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know which palace this is for Chroma? I know this is 1 of 3 or 6, and I haven't been paying enough attention to see if there's been windows yet.
I've been looking long and hard for windows. I haven't seen one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also the restreamer, so I've been keeping a look on the back end, and that's it. Chroma.
Oh, gets a clutch 1-up on the crumble bridge right there.
That's convenient.
This is a loop. He's seen the other side of this room already.
Yeah.
Does he realize it, though?
I don't know.
It might be a duplicate room. I think he just realized it. Oh, no, this is the item room.
Oh, it is, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, the randomizer can do that sometimes.
And that's a P-bag, so there's a good chance this is probably 6.
Yeah,
we
this
know
is
that 6 has a P-bag, and this looks like a 6 with how many rooms we've seen so far.
This is absolutely P6. Nah, commentary doesn't need to do a Windows update, Danger. One of the runner's computers took a dump, so when he turned it back on, he got forced into Windows updates. We're just waiting on him to get his thing worked out or whatever. Commentary and restream's fine.
Yeah, no, we are okay. JJ is fighting his computer right now.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Palace 6. There's the jailhouse windows.
There we are, yep.
They got jail bars on them, you can tell, and Palace 3's got the window panes. Bro might walk out and find Barba. I don't know if he's got one more key or not. I think one more key will do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and apparently we just completely missed the choke trails.
Ooh, he got a clutch key just before this boss fight, dude. The luck, man. The stinking luck.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, how's Barba gonna feeling today? Tinky! And a lava bath. Ouch.
Just fight the snake straight up. Don't do anything fancy. You're on your last life. If people always want to go for jackhammer and stuff for style points and stuff, I mean, yeah, you might do the fight a little bit faster, but at what cost? Could be game over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was so close. Nice kill. Down goes the snake.
Very nice. just sort of level. He's just gonna take the level. He's just gonna eat the gem.
Yeah, that's some bullcrap, but you know, whatevs. Better than having to do that whole palace all over again.
Oh yeah, it took him a while to get there, and that's gonna be a full save quit.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just went down to the east. It's funny that we're doing commentary for one stream, and but it's kind of cool though. You know, at least we can bullshit on this one until JJ gets his stuff back together.
And update from JJ, it's not looking good, according to him.
So I don't know if Alan Heavley's in chat if they're gonna reschedule it, or if he thinks his computer is just completely donezo.
I don't know. I hope it's just a case of the Windows updates are taking forever and not that his computer's actually done for. But it's gonna be up to Chroma if he wants to reschedule for another time, because that's because he's the one who's playing JJ and didn't crash. That's where my brain's going. Right.
I think we're gonna finally get a look and see what's inside of the Risen P-Bag Cave.
I think so, yeah. Chroma should hopefully actually be able to survive long enough to see the item there. We know that there's a raft here, we know there's a cross here, we don't know what the last item in the east is, so... raft would be good, the cross would be bad, and they would probably, like, in his current situation right now, he would like an any key.
He's trying to do that, he's trying to set up that link feat. I mean... May as well when it's, not like an actual race.
Okay, big F for JJ's computer. He says in chat, in race time, it restarted twice and says it couldn't complete the changes and is undoing, so it looks like tonight is shot. That is an F. Yeah, JJ's not alone in computer issues this round, because Marai's out too right now. His computer is still being repaired as well. It's not a round. It's just not a good round for people like us and your computers.
That's unfortunate. I wonder if Chroma will rock and roll this one out for us.
That's up to him. He hasn't said anything in race time in a while, so I don't know what his current opinion is on the current situation, or if he's seen the most recent updates. As he takes a death here in Risen P-Bag Cave, that's down to his last life.
Yeah, if it was earlier, I'd challenge him to a race, and then just take up the slot, something for you guys to watch.
We do have more action coming up soon. We've got a race at 8:30 between Level and Para, which will be coming up soon after this, and then right after that, as Chroma gets his raft, we'll have Sparkles and Zarnax at 10 PM Eastern. Would both be on this channel, although it is a bit... Since at this point, they're not going to be able to... It doesn't sound like JJ will be able to re-race tonight, and, well, Chroma is doing the C right now.
Oh yeah, no problem. We're happy to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Trails, for coming in last minute to come with me. This has been pretty fun, technical problems aside.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Things happen sometimes. Chroma's gonna go in there with the hammer, realize that it was open this whole time, and then realize it was fairy, and then probably be like, thank God his computer crashed. Because he probably figured that JJ probably had Fairy Spell a long time ago, It's now going on 50 minutes into the seed, and he's just now about to pick up Fairy Spell. But
yeah, this doesn't feel good, because he knows he could have gotten this ages ago.
The look on his face when he saw that it was open and then saw it was Fairy, priceless.
Oh, yeah. Alright, there's Fairy for Chroma.
Yeah, because if you give me the fairy spell and the glove within 1 minute of each other, I'm running inside palaces nonstop. So the glove was right on the desert square tile, so.
Oh, in news, it looks like JJ might have actually managed to get back up.
We ready to rock and roll?
We might be, since it looks like JJ's computer did eventually manage to cooperate.
Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Carliana.
Now we've got a tough spot because we only have so many volunteers, and they can't put both the 8:30 and the 10 on at the same time. And I know you said that you have to be out of here by 9, Trails?
Yeah, I mean, I could do the majority of it, and I mean, if you don't have a problem with doing the last little bit by yourself.
Yeah. I haven't heard at all from the 8:30ers, so I don't know what their kind of flexibility is. Huh. Right, because Chroma does have to start immediately, essentially, because he's got D&D later. Huh.
So are we doing this thing or not?
That's a good question. And then we can sort out the 8:30 soon.
I pinged him in the Discord in the tourney discussion channel.
Yeah, and for those just coming in, unfortunately, we have had some technical problems, and it's looking like a reroll. Yeah, thanks for the ping, by the way, Trails. For the 8:30s. Alright, we are doing a reroll. I am going to go get them a new room, and let's, I guess, switch the interview scene for a bit while I sort out things. Where in the heck is the thing? Here we are. Invitational tournament, this, that, and the other thing. And here's the new room. Alright, we're re-racing. Let's JJ in. Here is Chroma. And let's get ourselves set back up. let's see about things. Where did I put the... Oh, sticky dang it. Let's go find the flags and roll
I'll
them a
be
new seed.
I'll be right back, okay?
Alright, sounds good. While Trails does that and I speedrun some setup, uh, tech issues are being sorted eventually. Alright, so we're getting set up. Uh, Alright, so going to switch back to the race scene, and we will be off again here shortly. Trails looking just about back once he's back, and I will start here. Start them off pretty quick. Just need to go check a quick little thing, and then we will be off again. So I actually also need to be right back. Alright, I am back, and let's get started. And Okay, so they'll be starting shortly, and let's see how this one goes, because the last one is a bit of a mess. Hopefully this one's not quite as mean. We will find out, because they will be off shortly, And it does look like we will be moving the other race stream, the 8:30 race stream, to ZSR2 and probably the 10. What will end up being a 10:30 at this 10 to 10:30. Right after that, also on CSR2. So lots going on. Thank you to Krista for doing the setup for that one, and we'll be around.
All right, I just got back. I got the thing up. They're both okay. They're not buffering anymore. Okay, looks like we're getting ready to rock and roll. Oh god, they're buffering again. Okay, they're back.
Okay, you're back, they're back, and we're going. Perfect timing. Apparently this just isn't our week as... Oh, this is a mountain. Is this... Yeah, this is a mountain this time. Okay, that's a change.
Yeah, Mountainous West can be tricky because it's difficult. You can miss a really small, skinny pathway that could lead to, required stuff. I've definitely been turned around in the Mountain Overworld before.
Oh yeah, mountains are one of the trolliest biomes often. Fairy and Maru is a nice change. This time they've got that early. Probably won't be castable yet, but at least they have it.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What's the first spell?
Fairy.
Oh man, this is gonna be Freeze Seed. We need to re-roll it.
That doesn't mean it's castable. We'll find out here in a second for JJ. And the cost is 42. That's nice. Only 42 magic for Fairy at Magic 1 is surprisingly cheap. That's actually castable. Not by much, but it's castable at 42 out of 64 for 4 borrows is pretty decent. The magic is pretty decent. Got a heart container here on Stonehenge. Looks like they are starting in the south eastern corner of the map, more or less, or at least that's what it looks like. Always hard to be sure with mountains.
Yeah, we still don't know if the Vanilla Shuffle Death Mountain is just lurking right around the corner. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that.
Yep. Oh, Mito here and the raft tile that's reflect northeast of start. And we might be further north than I thought, because the raft tile pretty much has to be on the edge of the map, so that's fun. Boots might be useful here too, because I see a pretty narrow path of water up the top there.
Boots could be required. There might be a little palace and a little island over there. We don't know.
Anyone catch the spell in Mito? Because I missed it.
It's Reflect spell.
Oh, that's fun. They'll need that then.
Yeah, I mean this is a good thing. You get to knock out. Lucky for them, they get to get down stab and find out exactly where the medicine's going to be.
Yeah, it is good info. And go east. Okay.
I wanted it to say Death Mountain so bad.
Same, actually. Yeah, you do see the... Okay, yeah, this is the northeastern corner of the map. We can see the sharp edges there, but that does look like some walkable water in the top left there, so boots might be a thing. It is a mountainous biome after all, and they suck.
Yeah, they can be some of the worst ones out there.
So we're actually pretty far north on the mountainous biome. It's always hard to tell where you are relative to the rest of the map. But this seems to be pretty far north.
There's actually...
there's the other side of the water path.
There's actually a way to figure that out with the overworld encounter spawn rate. The overworld encounter spawn rates more frequently on the bottom section of the Western continent, and on the top section. On the top section of the Western continent, if you dodge an enemy encounter, you've got quite a bit of time until they respawn.
I did not know that. Nice to know. Thanks, Trails. That's P2 there, by the way, just west of start.
What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and on the bottom section of the Western continent, there are two timers that go on. There's a step counter, and then there's a timer that counts down, and which spawn two separate overworld encounters. While as on the top section, you only have the counter, not the step counter, the time counter. So every 16 seconds, you get an overworld encounter on the northern section, whereas on the bottom section, you get double encounter, and you got a step counter for overworld encounters, and you've got a time counter as well.
Yeah. Here's some fun news. We look to be a bit segmented here. I don't have a lot of ways to go further south. There is a path just north of Chroma's current position. It looks like this path here is the only way south from this northern third of the map, approximately. No hint here.
Looked like there was a skinny little pathway that JJ could have taken going down. We find GP on the northwestern section of the Western continent. He steps onto the thing. He gets another one-up doll, and it takes him out. He gets killed by the one-up doll. He's gotta love
it. hey, at least he got it back.
And he gets another one.
Oh, hey, if it works. Okay, so Boot's not needed at the top edge of the map today. And here's the last palace of the West is P3 or 6. Okay, sure.
I like Chroma's play right here. You find Palace 2, you got the fairy spell, balls deep, just go right in. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really stopping you right now unless it says in there, unless you go in there and there's a hard glove lock. There's no reason to not go up in there. So far, this kind of looks like a more friendly seed, but it's still too early to tell for sure.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, Chroma taking a death, and JJ is grinding a bit of levels there off the Iron Knuckle at the entrance of that palace. Alright, and and JJ's heading south. This is the only way to go south, apparently. I don't think I saw any pass-through caves pointing down, so this is your only way down south, so off he goes. Maybe. Okay, yeah, there's a path.
And it continues to keep on going, so that's a good sign for them.
Yeah, gonna probably take him all the way to the southwest corner here.
Take note of that rapid pass-through cave, as it could be required. It could be the only thing that puts you in the middle of the map where there's a required item cave or something, Yeah. That's always interesting in these mountain biomes, is they can have little segmented areas that you need single caves to go through.
I'm not even sure going to the southwest corner is the way out for JJ. That probably might be the way out, because I'm not sure I see a way down here. This looks pretty cut off too here.
Yeah, it's two item caves. There's going to be this one, and then the one underneath is going to be another item cave, the one that's facing into nowhere. There's two ways to JJ. Okay, there he goes. He got the cheese strat up against the corner. Get that key. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, when he gets up in there, he's gonna get this, and then he's gonna go down there, and then he's gonna get that. It's either gonna be an item, or it's going to be a Death Mountain or Maze Island connector, maybe an Eastern connector.
Yep. Looks like that was a magic jar here for JJ. Not bad.
He can almost cast Fairy twice.
Almost, yeah. Fairy is 2 points too expensive for that, I think.
Well, he gets Magic 3 or Magic 4, might go down to 30, so all he needs it to do is be... all he needs
less
it to be...
Less than 40.
Yeah, 40 or less.
I'm gonna take life 4 first, though.
Yeah, I'm a fan of just take them as they come,
Yeah. There's a flute for him. Roma so far has not found much of anything in P2 besides getting lost.
Well, P2 is a very large palace. People don't realize that it's basically a slightly smaller version of Palace 5. There's a
Yeah.
ton of rooms in it, and it tends to be very labyrinth-like, and has a lot of long branches that have potential to become dead ends or loop into each other. So. I think JJ's taking that Parappa Pass-Through Cave. Let's see where it takes him. Right there to a little segmented area with a town. But he doesn't have the trophy. He knows.
Nope.
He knows that the trophy is linked to Thunder, and that's going to be good information for him.
Yeah, he's gonna find out where that is here.
So it looks like P3 and P2 are going to be the play. It looks like you got to do this in order to go anywhere.
Oh, P4's got the trophy.
Okay, that's not too bad. At least it's not Reflect spell. If P4 had the trophy that was linked to Reflect, that's bad.
That's a classic troll, and JJ's just gonna up A out of here. Where was Rudo on the map? I kind of missed it.
Rudo was on the other side of Parappa Pass-Through Cave in a little tiny section all by itself. So the only way to get there is if you took that Pass-Through Cave.
Gotcha. So... Oh man, C just keeps getting better. I'm kind of wondering how they're supposed to get out of the starting area then if it wasn't Parappa Cave.
Well, the raft. They're gonna find the raft in either Palace 2 or Palace 3. They have to because there's no other way.
No,
and
they have to take another.
This is a glove block. That's a glove block for Chroma. I don't know if that's the only way that he could have gone. Maybe he's got a different pathway. But it's literally down to these two locations here.
Yeah, we're running out of places to be for this rather ugly, because this bus is segmented. They can't get out of this starting segment. They need to go to the raft to go somewhere else to come back to the other segment.
I have a feeling though, once this thing gets off the ground, they're going to be flying.
Oh, for sure. They just need to get it going, unfortunately, and that's how the mountainous biome will do. It'll segment everything and force you to go hiking.
Yeah, that excuse me.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I thought I misheard what you were saying. So it'd be interesting if JJ takes a different pathway. It looks like he's just holding left here. I think this is the way that Chroma did not go, but I could be wrong. We'll find out right now wherever Chroma goes.
Yeah.
Okay, Chroma went that way, so he's going a different way now.
Okay. Oh, and I took a quick look at JJ's wallet. I see what you mean, Parappa Cave going to nowhere. Nice place for Rudo.
Yeah, there's no other way to get there except through Parappa Pass-Through. So if that gets overlooked by Chroma, that could be a critical problem.
It sure could be. JJ does not quite have enough magic to cast Fairy to get through that door there.
I'm not sure if Chroma knows, but there's a red jar in that statue head down there. I don't think he does, because he's leaving it behind. Oh, there's the other side of the glove block, which is nice. That means that he knows that the glove shouldn't be required.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the glove is required. I think unless you can go left back there, which is a possibility. I don't know if he's just gonna dig for the. We'll know what's going on here once he gets all the things.
Yeah. Because if this was glove locked, it's gotta be the 3 or 6 that we saw.
Yeah, I think there's one more way, and that's where Chroma's going right now. I think if you just hold left from where he is right now, maybe that's the play.
Maybe, because there's not a lot of paths left in this too. And Chroma, mind you, doesn't know that they're segmented out of this west. He hasn't been down to that southwest corner yet to find out that goes nowhere.
I imagine that he'll figure it out really quickly.
Oh
He
yeah,
might
it
even
doesn't take too long to figure out.
he might even have the raft when he figures it out.
Maybe. That just made the jump. Okay.
Chroma Mega Man 2 didn't immediately eats an axe. Shoot. But yeah, he did a little pause buffer and called the ledge there.
Yeah. The who to the what's now? Krista?
That's weird. I pinged him earlier.
He's still in the Z2R Discord, yeah, Krista. I don't know why Discord's being stupid, but I'll ping him for you. And I was like, I would be concerned if Level just randomly quit the Z2R Discord 10 minutes before a tournament race. It's probably just more technical issues. Tonight just isn't our night. Yeah, this is the last path for Chroma here in 2. If this is not it, I think they're glove locked out of here.
This Palace 2 is something else, let me tell you. Hopefully he gets either the item. Hopefully he gets either the item or the boss. I think he's either gonna get one or the other.
I hope so. Yeah, that's for JJ. And to his last life, that's another fork.
Yeah, this looks like Chroma's definitely been here before because that
this
door
looks familiar. Yeah.
Okay, maybe he hasn't been this way. Yeah, here's the boss.
Okay, so that is new. Okay. Can at least take down Helmet Head. I have no clue where the item is, but that it will be his first gem.
The item could be up top in one room to the right. If it's not, then it's behind that glove lock.
Agreed.
Yeah, here's the item room.
Okay, glove lock not required. Very nice.
He's on his last life though.
He does have enough magic for fairy though. There we are, and a magic jar.
He got so lucky right there. If that was anything else, he'd be upping an inning right now.
Oh yeah, because he can't fairy through both doors at once. Good point.
I mean, I guess he could have farmed that Mew, and got got a P-bag drop, and then leveled up to fairy. But he doesn't really look too happy. But little does he know, he's actually in pretty good shape right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and once he finds that extra magic container just south of where he is right now, he'll be able to cast fairy twice.
Yeah, he will. Alright, and that's him out of 2. He's going to go and find GP, P3 or 6, and then probably head south.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but you'll see Chroma sometimes hang on like a swamp tile, a grass tile, or a desert square tile for a second before he starts to walk. That's because the overworld enemy encounter spawns 4 tiles away from you, whereas if you're on a cemetery tile or in a forest, they spawn 2 tiles away from you, making them almost impossible to dodge. You'll notice right here how they spawn 4 tiles away from in the grass. They do the same in the swamp and in the desert tiles as well.
Oh, and something we forgot to mention is this hammerlock cave could be an item for them if they find the hammer instead of the raft, but it's got to be one or the other. They're running out of stuff to do anyway.
I'm pretty certain that that's going to be an item cave. There was no other, or a pass through to the east. There was no other, whatchamacallit,
caves going the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been fun coming with you, Trails. Unfortunately, Trails' schedule just doesn't work. Work schedule just doesn't work with commentary, pardon the terrible pun.
Yeah, unfortunately, I work overnights and I work on the weekends, so a lot of times I'm in the audience. But if there's ever a race during the week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, generally I can usually do those.
And there's a magic jar for Chroma. Yeah, Trails. If you get a chance, it's been fun to have you on.
Oh yeah, I'm more than happy to help out with the commentaries. Yeah, there's JJ realizing that there is a glove block in this palace, but he's seen both sides of it, so he knows that there's only the left-hand side available. So he's probably sweating in his boots a little bit right now, but little does he know he's only about 4 rooms away from Helmet Head. Hopefully he's got a couple key drops. He's only got one magic container. I wonder if he's on his last life, if he'll take the gamble on the item here in Palace too.
Yeah. No, I need to add you back to our volunteer commands because it's been so long since you last volunteered that over here that I don't think you're on our list.
I did a commentary for a race. I think it was the Max Rando tournament. But usually there's, overwhelming support with commentary and tracking, so.
I think it's just been a holiday weekend and people being busy this week is what happened. Glad to have you on.
Yeah, well, it's glad to be had on. It feels nice.
It is nice to have you around for a change. Yeah, and one of the issues too is that Mirai's also got computer problems. I'm not exactly sure what did happen to him. But
Yeah, I feel like I haven't even seen him around in the Discord. So yeah, absolutely 100% the raft is going to be required, and it's 100% going to be in Palace 3 or 6. It appears.
yeah,
Yeah, you could see what I was talking about right there on the cemetery tiles. The overworld encounter spawned 2 tiles away from him. You'll see it right here as well. And you'll also notice, because he's on the northern section, that no other overworld encounters spawn. Oh, there's this fairy drop. They do have the fairy spell, so they could technically go the other side of that. I don't know if they've seen the other side of that yet, though. And I think he's got eyes on Palace 3 right now, so hopefully he goes over there and digs it out.
Yeah, hopefully. Here's Helmet Head for JJ.
Man, this thing is neck and neck. Yeah, there's the other side of Fairy Cave, so that's a dud.
Yeah, makes sense. And Chroma's gonna head back towards the starting area.
He's totally perplexed right now. He just got no idea that there's another palace over here.
No, he hasn't walked far enough over yet. I don't think JJ has not gotten the jar out of 2 yet. He's only at 5, and he did find the overworld one. He's gonna go back. I hope. Oh, that's a really oh no, I think that's a graphical glitch on Chroma's side that there appeared to be a palace out in the water above the raft tile, because that's not normal.
Yeah, that's just something to do with his EverDrive.
I was gonna say, because that's not normal, and I don't think it was there before.
Yeah, those tiles are they're blank tiles. They aren't for real. I'm pretty sure that's Palace 3 over there. Maybe he thinks it's GP, or maybe Palace 3 is just a little bit more to the west there.
GP is the... I think GP is further west than P3, but I might be wrong. They are both up in that area. They're like at the same latitude. I'm just not sure which one's further west. Chroma's going to this one in any case, and that's the 3 or 6.
Here we go. He's got enough magic to be able to cast Fairy twice, so this should be a breeze. And look at this, JJ right behind him. Did Chroma pick up the whistle? I think he went down there. He definitely did, because he did that cave.
Yeah. Okay, he did do the cave with the flute, because I might have lost track of it.
Yeah, it was down there with the extra magic container.
Yep. Oh, and confirm this is P3. I don't think we actually saw the windows before this, but confirm now that's 3 here in the west.
Palace 3 is a really nice palace to find. It's very small. It's the same size as Palace 1 in vanilla. It's only got like 13 rooms, I want to say, something like that. So it's definitely better to find this one early.
Yeah.
And this room is made by somebody who's probably in chat, Aaron2U2, made this room that they're both going through right now. It's one of my favorite rooms that was added into the community rooms list. Very cool room. Crumble bridge, drippers in the middle, got an item in the middle.
Yeah.
Looks like this whole right might be a total dud. Chroma will figure it out soon.
Hope he does. Okay, here's a room that JJ just found a second ago, so this will be the dead end for Chroma.
This will be interesting to see what happens. Does he up an A, or does he walk this one out? You know, good on him to up an A, because that would have cost him quite some time.
Yeah, that would have.
Man, 27 minutes in, and this thing's neck and neck. Arguably, JJ's got a little bit of an advantage here.
He's a couple rooms ahead, yeah. And there's the boot.
The boots is actually going to help him walk around. Remember that the islands up above?
But I thought they'd all connected together at the top. I guess we'll find out.
It's progression one way or another.
It has to be, because we've seen everything else, but I'm not entirely sure how, but we'll find out.
Chroma just shook his head, like he knew it was going to be the boots or something.
I don't think we've missed anything, Clem. From what we've seen of the northern edge of the map, I don't think the boots lead anywhere, but I could be wrong. It's hard to tell with these mountainous biomes, because you can't always see everything that's going on. Here's Rebo at least, so we'll find out one way or the other right after this.
Yeah, Chroma's getting some nice quick XP real fast just before the boss. Calculated play to make sure he can break that barrier, so he can get the 3,000 experience points off the gem. Very heads up play.
Yeah. Rebo not cooperating all that much with... Oh, and that's a death for JJ, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see a different type of fight from chromataclysm. It's a treat to watch him fight this guy. He, you know, vanilla player. That was a little slow, but adequate.
Yeah. That's P3 done for Chroma, gem number 2. And let's see where he goes with those boots.
Yeah, so despite having a 1 or 2 room advantage. That death cost JJ the lead here. Chroma is significantly ahead now. Probably about at least another 30 or 45 seconds. Yeah, let's see where this goes. I mean, is that blocked off for him? Like, I know that's a glitch with his cart, but can he not walk on that?
I don't know. I think he's confused too. Because I'm actually not sure, but JJ does manage to avoid game overing, thankfully, on Rebo. I was really concerned there for a minute. And it's not that. Oh, I forgot this patch of water here, maybe?
Yeah, this is absolutely where you're supposed to go, and then walk down and around.
Oh, this is real stupid. That is quite. Of all the, we saw the northernmost edge of the map, but I forgot the easternmost edge of the map. That is stupid.
This is some Randomizer 3.0 bullshit right here, man. This type of stuff used to happen on the regular in the old 3.0 logic. There was always a little tile that you could walk around, and I used to lose races all the time because of stuff like this.
And JJ is taking the northern edge of the map, finding out that's not it, staring at the raft tile, and he's confused as to where his boots go, because the northern edge of the map is at least kind of obvious. That eastern side, though, isn't as Chroma gets a P back here. That's just... that's a pretty miserable map layout.
Yeah, it's a mean little trick that the game does sometimes. JJ, being a veteran runner, he'll figure it out soon. He's got it there. Yeah, he's got it on his screen right now, so he'll figure it out. But yeah, this is some typical Z2R nonsense.
Oh yeah, I remember those water pathways exist. I just forgot to look at the eastern edge of the map there for that pathway. And there's JJ going, because the hard thing is too, it looks like the edge of the map. It's hard to tell sometimes unless you pay close attention. Is that really a mountain? Is Death Mountain?
Yeah, I think Death Mountains tend to be easier more times than not.
They're not nearly as miserable as this mountain is west, generally, at least. It looks like Saria's got a segment, too, because the other side's on the other side of a mountain, and I don't know where that goes, but that could be funny.
Yeah, it could be required. The east connector could be over there.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to get to the east eventually, somehow, as we get jump out of Saria.
I'm telling you, the raft is going to be required, and it's going to be soon. They're going to find it probably one of the western caves. Either that or...
Sorry, I actually lead nowhere on the other side. It might actually be I haven't paid enough attention. Look at it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
This randomizer is a completely silly thing. Something too... the hammerlock at the top.
You're breaking up really badly, Star. There you are. Welcome back.
How's it now?
Well, we found the glove, which is very nice. It actually unlocks the item in Palace 2. However, no, wait a minute. We did find.
No, we found it.
That's I forgot all about that. That glove path wasn't required. But that means that there's not really anything else left to do except for Death Mountain.
Yeah. Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Excellent. So yeah, that's all of the West, I think. Either they've got a connector in Death Mountain, or they've got to find the raft here, or the hammer here, because I think the final item cave in the West is that hammerlock won by GP to get somewhere. Oh, any key in Death Mountain. I missed that hint earlier. Okay. That's an item. Chroma making good use of these boots to take a look around Death Mountain.
Yeah, in a situation like this, you just stick your head in absolutely every single cave. Because you just don't know.
No, you don't. This layout's not the friendliest, so you're just gonna have to pick a cave and hope you pick the right one here.
It looked like that there was a lot of vertical ones and not many horizontal ones, and it looks like Chroma is going horizontal strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to check every single cave here.
Oh, and I think I'm wrong. This is a caldera death mountain because that looks like a caldera on the edge of the map there for chroma ring or things. Yeah, and that looks like a cave to a caldera right here.
If I would have looked upward. I would have walked up a little bit and seen what that cave was up top there. You really gotta be extra like vigilant. You gotta be super very meticulous with your searching in a situation like this, because one cave could be right there and you decide to go through the caldera, which is, you know, a significant, you know, it puts you all the way on the other side of Death Mountain. Could be a complete game changer.
Yeah, it could. We'll see how JJ chooses to route this Death Mountain.
I bet that he does it like the old school Death Mountain, where you just kind of stick your head in every single cave and try to and see, and that's the way to do it. To be honest, with I've been jerked around by some of these caves before, in this style of Death Mountain. There's Hammer Cave right there. See, right out in the open, and Chroma missed it.
Oh, that feels bad. This could be big for JJ. It could be the any key. It could be that raft. It could be a hammer.
It could be all sorts. It could be anything, and chromatically.
That is a dead end. That is the edge of the map for Chroma. Back he goes. I wouldn't call it no issues in the past 40 minutes, Irene. You're also jinxing it, but I had Discord just glitched on me again. There's Spectacle Rock there, just north of where Chroma is. He can't get there right now, but that's good to know. Alright, I think I can see where he can get there, but he doesn't have the hammer to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. Let's see what we got in here.
Magic Jar, so that's not our progression. Okay. Any keys in Spec Rock, and there's gotta be a connector cave here then.
Yeah.
Connector something.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Boots locked east. That looks like fun. Yikes. And that's Maze Island. Okay. Sure.
This is so weird. This is such a weird map. Chroma bailed out by the magic container just being in there and not being a big deal, unless it's required to get the what was it? It was the trophy was linked to the medicine, which was on the east. If that happens to be in oh, JJ up and ate him and left Death Mountain. This is terrible for him.
Oh no, he needs to go back for those connector caves. He is not barking up the right tree.
This is what I was talking about earlier in the race before, how chromataclysm has the 4.0 advantage, where he's played more of these. He knows what to expect with the layouts and such. So,
yeah, this Maze Island layout looks pretty ugly here.
Yeah, part of it's just cart glitching a little bit, but
part of it, but it's also just not all that fun looking. It's a really good thing that he has boots. JJ's, I think, a bit lost.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, I don't want to call it, but you know, if he continues to not go into Death Mountain and look for that connector, you know, he's never gonna be able to bounce back from this.
No, because it's their only way to progress in this seed is to go dig Death Mountain for the connectors. We're almost trying to find the second item here in Maze Island, and he's just not getting it. Oh, there we are. And there's a child.
That's another thing that could bail these two out is fire is not linked to jump spell in this, is it? Or is that the last seed? That was the last one that the game
That was
crashed.
last seed. We don't know about this one. That's P4 in Maze Island, so this will be the trophy. I think.
Does
yeah,
he? He doesn't have reflect, does he?
He does not. We don't. Reflects behind the medicine in the east. And he hasn't. He saw the east for 2 seconds and left, so no, we don't have it.
Yeah,
He's at least faster than Death Mountain, so that's good.
The medicine's on the east, and it's linked to. Yeah, it's linked to reflect. That's right, and that trophy's in here, and it's linked to thunder. I'm a little confused on what he's doing in here.
Lon's trophy, I guess. I'm a little confused too because you don't need thunder. You don't need thunder for a while.
Maybe he's a little turned around and confused.
Might be after that Death Mountain in the west. As JJ gets dead-ended here in Death Mountain.
Yeah, he might think that this is linked to a reflect spell, which is it happens. It's not as common, but it happens. Typically, you want to come in here with reflect spell just so you can knock it all out in one swoop.
Yeah, and did Chroma? I could have sworn Chroma read the hint for trophy. It's a little odd to dig here for a trophy you don't need till the end of the seed, but he's here. We'll at least be able to get a level or two out of it. He's already at 655.
And this is a dead end, so there must have been another pathway.
Had to have been, yeah.
JJ is back in Death Mountain. This is little does he know this is the right play.
So I think he knows he has to be going the right way because I think he's done everything else.
This is pretty bad because it cost me at least 5 minutes, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, this fun room for Chroma, which is basically fairy lock for these two.
I'm not sure who made that room, but it's a nice room. I like it. Here's a Rebo fight.
This should be yep, Rebo Shark. Since it's a P4 by Rebo. Z2, this is not Chroma specifically glitching, this is just the game glitching. When you put a mini-boss Rebo into P4, it does weird things.
Yeah, the sprite graphic for Rebenak's horse doesn't exist in Palace 4, so the game replaces that sprite with the top half of Karok.
Yeah.
What did you stab the ceiling for, Chroma? He's not like he put his head down on his palm. He face palmed though, not like this, you know.
Yeah, because we can see Chroma's face cam on our comms and he wasn't happy with it. Boot, the glove was in the west. Okay. Here's the trophy.
Chroma's got to be careful because you cannot die in this room, or else the trophy disappears. There's a weird glitch in this where I don't know if it has to be a door. I don't think it has to be. I think you can just die in this room and the game tricks itself into thinking that you picked it up. So
JJ, by the way, decided to go straight to the east. He found a hint that the east has the raft, and he is going to pick up the life spell here from Nibiru.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure where the raft will take you. It might take you to Death Mountain. It might take you to the east.
I suspect likely the east. This is an island's east, by the way. Good thing they have boots, because this one's hard boots locked. Because he came out of that cave from Death Mountain, and that was an immediate dead end without boots, just straight onto the water. I think that's where Chroma's going to go now. Here's the Runia, which has the spell in it. And it looks like... Are we on the southern edge of the map here? I'm not quite sure. Okay, southwestern corner, or western edge of the map, and Chroma's gonna head north. The risk with an islands biome is it's super easy to miss islands right at the edge of the map and then never find it. Okay, that was a southwest corner, so he's just gonna head up to the northwest corner right now.
JJ doesn't have the kid. Where was the kid? I'm guessing on Maze Island?
Maze Island, yeah.
Yeah, so that could possibly hurt him. Another first try super jump from Chroma. That's a pro strategy right there.
It is. Yeah, if there's something recorded in the spell tower, that would be bad for JJ.
I mean, you got that medicine that's linked to reflex spell that's just lingering on the east.
Yeah, that medicine is not here. JJ is down to his last life. I hope he can find a palace somewhere around here. JJ has not found Maze Island. He found the cave to the east before he found the cave to Maze Island. They're right next to each other. Oh, that's a convenient one up for JJ. And that's not the right desert tile either, as Chroma gets the spell. That is a palace though, so that's good. That is P5.
Yeah, I don't know about these two, man. I would definitely just be doing boss and leaving, and unless you need a well, they don't need anything. They have the whistle and the boots, so it's kind of like they just need to beat the game at this point, and they know that one item's on the east and the other one's in Palace 4, so.
No, apparently I just completely forgot to track the boots until right this second. Oops.
It's no big deal.
And yeah, fixed. Yeah, Reflect is on the medicine, yeah. We know the medicine's in the east, so they don't need to do palaces for that. Chroma's got everything else he wants to beat the game. Alright,
Chroma's in go mode right now.
And there's medicine, speaking of.
Chroma is in go mode right now. He just has to turn in those spell items. So if I were him, I would wipe out everything on the east right now. P5, P6, and P1, I think.
Yep, you're correct.
And then P4 is on Maze Island. He's gonna have to go do chores in order to get all that and come back and do that. And Kuroka's really quick from the start of Palace 4, just a few rooms into the whatchamacallit, to the right. You just hold right, you get there.
Yeah. It just has to go hike back through Death Mountain to get to Maze Island. There's the cross. Okay.
So, turn of events here.
Oh, and there's the raft.
Turn of events. Well, the thing is, JJ needs to find Maze Island or else. But other than that, he's technically in the lead right now.
Yeah, he's gonna find just a P back here in 5, but JJ's not in a bad spot, I just don't know. He has to go back through the cave to Death Mountain and then take the cave next to the cave that goes to the east in Death Mountain, which will get him to Maze Island, because the two connector caves are like right next to each other, as there's Raft for Chroma.
That was a heads-up play from Chroma there to dig out the rest of Death Mountain. I'm over here saying, he should have been looking for Hammer Cave. And meanwhile, he's over here playing 8D chess.
That raft is actually a time saver for Chroma. He can, because the raft tile's right next to start, he doesn't have to hike back through Death Mountain. He can take the raft tile to the east, use the boots to get back to the cave, and then from the cave just walk straight to... take Raft to the Raft Tile, walk around the southern part, walk around the edge of the map to get to the Death Mountain connector cave, and then just walk right over. Because going back to Death Mountain would take him a couple minutes.
I'm a little curious. I'm a little curious of what Chroma is looking for here. He's got everything he needs to beat the game with, and he's still looking for items and stuff.
He was looking for the palace, but yeah, I don't know why he was looking for items. So
maybe he's looking for P bags to get some extra levels or something.
He's at 655. He doesn't need more levels.
Yeah, I mean, technically, he could beat the game with what he's got right now. Hopefully, he just goes for boss and gem and gem and go.
Hopefully. Unfortunately, P5 is P5, the longest not a GP palace in the game. So it might take him a while.
The longest 27 rooms in vanilla you'll ever see.
Yeah.
I swear, those 27 rooms feel like an eternity, and in the old randomizer, it was really easy to spend 10 minutes in Palace 5, just trying to figure out where to go.
Oh yeah, you can still spend 10 minutes in these P5 sometimes. Not as often, but it's possible to get pretty lost in these things.
Well, that's the thing, Clem. In the new randomizer, it's 27 rooms plus minus 25%. You know, so it could be 22 rooms, or it could be like 32 rooms. You know, and it usually ends up rolling on the larger end.
Yeah, plus or minus 25%. Yeah, it's near between like 20 and 34 rooms. Quite a bit. And 30% more loops. Here's Guma for JJ. Guma, not too bad today on Tech 5.
And 27 rooms doesn't sound like that much, but believe me, all the rooms in P5 are very long. There are 4 or 5 of those basement rooms where you take the elevator, the reverse L-shaped elevator, and go down, and with the flying skull bubbles. In vanilla, there's 5 of those, so you can imagine going down pathways and going down a long line of elevators and just seeing 5 of those, and it's kind of like pick a path, you know?
Oh yeah. JJ's just having a hard time on Guma, dying twice now with just a couple hits left. Guma's being very squishy. Each hit is taking down 1 full bar of health. It's just that he's taking hits too. Especially the last hit is not being nice to him. There we go.
Yeah, likely at a life 6 and only 5 heart containers, probably a 2-hit KO scenario.
Looked like a 3-hit, I think, maybe, but yeah. 2 or 3, I wasn't quite sure. That's his 3rd gem.
Yeah, I'd say Chroma's in the driver's seat, but JJ's got a slight lead at the moment. But the only thing is, he doesn't have no idea where Maze Island is, so... that's going to be the nail in the coffin. If he can't figure that out, that's the nail in the coffin for him.
Because when does he go back to Death Mountain for that connector?
He probably thinks that it's the raft tile.
Oh yeah, I mean, he'll be able to check because his raft is, I think it's right here, or it's pretty close by at least. No, that's P-back, okay, I'm lost. But his raft is around here somewhere, and so he can check that pretty quickly, and he'll know that he needs to find the cave, but when does he find the cave? Yeah, the raft itself is somewhere around here. It might be in Sunken P-back Cave, and I know the raft tile's also over here on the eastern side of the map.
Hopefully he's able to piece together these puzzles real quick, because every second that Chroma's got this information is going to be... I guarantee you, from this point forward, Chroma's just going to be hammering away at these palaces.
There's the raft. Here's Guma for Chroma. And Chroma also taking a death to Guma today. Guma, you know what I mean. Here's P1 for JJ.
I could read Chroma's lips when he took that death, and he said, "Gosh darn it!"
Yeah, beautiful, he's not too happy.
Beautiful fight. Beautiful, beautiful fight. Here's the item room for Palace 1 for JJ. Let's see what he gets here.
It's not going to be much of anything super interesting. A heart container might be nice. I think we've seen most of the big items. Oh, that's a hammer.
That's the Any key.
And it is the Any key if he ever wants to go hiking back there.
It actually will put him in the right place. If he goes and follows that boulder, it'll put him. Yeah, it would put him right by where Maze Island is. So.
Yeah, but does he actually want to go do that? I don't know.
Now this is an interesting spell right here. Fire spell. This could really be anything, and if it's Reflect or Thunder, it really helps out Chroma.
Yeah.
That's one less thing that he's got to do. So if it's Reflect, that's the best thing. If it's Reflect, he can just go do P4 right now and completely clear everything out. He really needs to check it really fast. I'm telling you.
He hasn't.
Yeah, I mean it could be anything, but if it rolls Reflect, then that's like that is really something.
Oh, for sure. Where is he going right now? I'm a little confused.
He's looking around for a palace, I'm sure.
He's trying to find how to get into the Valley of Death, which is right there. So yeah, I think yeah. A really long valley, it looks like, and he's not going to go in yet. Where is he going now? He's looking for P1. I'm not quite sure where that is.
I think it's in the northeast corner. I could be wrong. I thought that's where JJ was. Oh, there it is.
No, it's right here. P5's on the northern edge.
So JJ with the gem lead right now, and if fire turns out to be Reflect spell, it could be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, JJ doesn't know it, but he's actually kind of in the lead right now.
Could be, yeah.
Does he have he definitely doesn't have the kidnapped child.
No, that was on Maze Island.
And yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't pick up the trophy either, because that's in P4 on Maze Island as well. Yeah. So did he get the medicine, or?
The medicine is in the east. I don't think he's picked that up yet.
Oh yeah, that was whatchamacallit, mods. That was yeah, I don't know. I just got completely thrown off by that. Yeah.
Duly done. We do not appreciate bean language here. Hey Aaron, yeah, we had a reroll. JJ blue screened of death about half an hour into their last race, and now we're here. Mikasuda for JJ, and that's a candle for him, which he doesn't particularly need, but okay. This will be shield spell here in Nukasudo. And there's Horse Head for Chroma.
Yeah, JJ's time's a ticking. I think this is kind of this might be ding ding. I hate to call it. I hate to say it, but with Chroma, with everything and all of the information, it's going to be a difficult feat to come back.
Yeah, that JJ just doesn't know how to get to Maze Island. And missing that medicine too. Yeah, and Chroma was a good sport and decided he was up for a reroll because he didn't want to win just because his opponent blue screened.
Yeah, unfortunately, gotta get ready to go to work. But yeah, it seems like that these two have got it all figured out, and it's closing it out right now. So, good luck to the rest of these, to the rest of this match, to these two, and thank you guys so much for having me tonight, and hopefully I'll be able to come back sometime soon.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Trails. Hope to see you around sometime soon.
Likewise, catch you all later.
See ya. Alright, so here's P6 for Chroma, rather pinkish orange today. That's quite colorful. And an immediate left. But good to see Trails. That was actually, I think, my first ever time on combos with him. Pretty fun. Now it's me and you. Me and Chad, I guess. Gotta watch these. Gonna see how these guys finish it out, cause got all of P6 declared for Chroma. He then has to go back to the west, pick up Reflect, cause I don't think he's ever tested that fire, and then beat GP eventually as he finds a heart container here in 6. Okay, I guess we're just going to find every single item in this scene, except the Yeti key. I guess we know where that went. This is going to be fire for JJ. Maybe he will check what this is. 100% is traditional. Yep. Now, we saw the candle for JJ. It was somewhere in the east. I think. That was in Nukasudo. That's what it was. I got lost. Yeah, Chroma won't track her percent JJ might at the rate we're going. I think he's a bit lost. Oh boy, we could play Where's Waldo with this Palisade. Yeah, this is a very, very... I'm not actually sure what I would call this color. It's not... I guess it's salmon, because it's a bit too orange to be peach. This is a very This is certainly a bright color, and the background is not helping it. I don't think pink pumpkin spice is quite this pink, unfortunately. It's also part of it is the color saturation is a little odd on the chroma side because he's on an Everdrive. Orange Creamsicle actually is a pretty accurate description of this color. JJ obeying at 5 to get his life back. Sandstone? Maybe? Don't tend to think of that all that often in terms of colors as Chroma takes a lava bath. And we've got a Barba here. Now, it's slightly more orange than the palace itself. Going to be Chroma's 5th gem here at an hour 6. And see how that goes. If I can do a thing. Alright, that's Nuppe for Chroma. And hey, Elendar, thank you for joining in to rescue me from solo comms for the rest of the seed.
Oh, hey, no problem. Right? It's been, an evening already. This race has been a race. Unfortunately, it seems like Death Mountain is what's going to be the difference here.
Yeah, JJ has found his way to P6 at least, so there is that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always scary, especially in these, when you've got a 6-gemmer and you're like, I don't know where Maze Island is, and it's in the back of your head, like you have to find it, right? But like,
yeah. And interesting note from our tournament admin TAH. Apparently, we've got Fire Reflect from JJ's side. I don't know that Chroma ever actually checked this, as he finds a heart container here. Now the trophy cave, that's
Fire Reflect can be tricky to test. Usually you just end up finding it out by ruling out every other spell, but...
Yeah, very only 39 still at Magic 6. It barely dropped. It started at 42 and has barely gotten cheaper. That's fun.
Yeah, thankfully JJ's got plenty enough. He's got a solid 3 casts available, and that should be good enough. It also seems like I was counting the stabs on Guma, and it seems like attack 5 and attack 6 may be identical.
They might be, yeah. Seem like it from their fights.
Yeah, attack 5. Probably this is what looks to be a pretty good roll for attack 5 and a pretty whatever roll for attack 6.
Seems like it. Chroma, not realizing it's Fire Reflect, we think, at least, is just gonna pick it up here. And I know I've seen you in chat for the last while, so you know what's been up with this race and this seed.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of the race, but thanks to you and Trell's great commentary, I'm pretty caught up on what's going on.
Yeah, the beginning of this race started with a hard boots locked west. Mountain is west.
Oof.
You know those narrow water pathways that exist sometimes?
Oh yeah, around
the
borders of mountainous ones?
Yeah, they had to dig P3 for that one.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely... You don't think of mountainous as being likely to require boots, but you definitely do get those sort of around the edge, coast paths that are easy to miss and can really screw up your race. But it looks like both runners found that at least pretty early.
Yeah, there were actually 2 of those. One on the northern side of the map, one on the eastern side. The northern one wasn't required, the eastern one was. Fairly, and then you saw that ruder location for Chroma as well through Parappa Cave. That was a bit of a gee thanks moment.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Chroma is not enthused, is not happy to discover its fire reflect.
Yeah.
After going all the way there for it, because now he has to go all the way. Now he has to go back to Maze Island. He at least
Oh
has the
man,
raft.
what is that top side strip?
Chroma's Everdrive is a little
Oh
buggy.
yeah, Chroma's EverDrive is doing it's probably
It's showed up on all of his continents. That's just what
yeah.
it is.
I actually a while ago figured out how the terrain compression algorithm works.
Yeah. By the way,
and-
pay attention here because this is the thing that JJ is missing. Is he found the cave to the east, but he did not find the cave to Maze Island that is right next to it. That's his biggest problem right now. Is he has no idea where that is. Trophy is in P4, which is on Maze Island, and that is his Thunder for his Go mode.
Yeah, it
It's not
seems
in a
like
terrible spot. It's just he needs to find the thing.
yeah, everything's here on this maze, right? His last palace, his required spell item, and
yeah, and he's gonna take the raft. I don't know. I'm not sure where he's going next. Actually,
I know he's seen the raft on the east, and if he's
I was gonna say I thought he did see that. I'm not sure where he is going right now.
well, it looks like he's heading north. He may not have seen where the raft exits out to, and he's just gonna.
No, the raft is. I guess. I thought you saw the raft on the east, so maybe
yeah,
not, because this is how he.
This will
gets
take
back.
him right around to the other raft tile.
Yeah. And there's the pause.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure he saw both ends of that previously, so
I thought so too, but maybe not. Either way, he's back on the east. The cave to Maze, the cave back to Death Mountain is on the south center, south middle edge of the map, so he needs to go back there. He doesn't know that he doesn't know what's in Death Mountain, unfortunately. He's probably going to try combing. I'm not sure. I think that might have been an accidental taking of the raft tile, or not. Oh dear. Because it isn't. Because the way that this Death Mountain was laid out, both of them found the cave to the east before the cave to Maze Island. Chroma backed out of the east and found the one to Maze Island. JJ did not, and that's really the big difference between these two right now, unfortunately.
yeah, hopefully JJ finds his way back to Death Mountain. I don't know exactly where in the west the connection is, but I have to assume
it's past the boots lock.
Okay. Yeah, like usually on a mountainous biome, it's pretty hard to like miss a cave, especially when it seems like it sort of funneled you specifically into a static way of doing the west. So probably he knows straight. He doesn't. You're missing a cave somewhere because you haven't found that last connection that's got to lead to Maze Island. And if you figure you must have explored the west pretty thoroughly just because of its layout, and east, obviously being island with boots, you can easily check the whole thing.
He did these two caves at the very start of the sea. This is what told him that this west is hard segmented by something, which turned out to be boots. But I think he's lost, unfortunately, doing what he did early in the seed, and now he's back.
Yeah, I don't know what was the biome for Death Mountain. Was it like particularly annoying?
No, Caldera, sorry.
Okay, so that's like definitely has the potential for confusion, I'm sure.
Yeah, so the western connector's on the western side of the map, the two connector caves on the eastern side of the Caldera. There's Karok. Chrome actually found this earlier when we don't know why, but he dipped in here for the trophy even though it's only Thunder and then left after getting it.
Yeah, maybe he just was trying to save routing time, but given that he still doesn't have Thunder, it seems not to have helped at all.
Not really.
Maybe he went in here knowing that he had Fire Reflect and then just forgot about it and then was like, oh, I don't have Reflect, what am I doing here?
Maybe. Alright, that's P4 done, and now he's gonna be off to GP, and okay, good. JJ is back to Death Mountain. He's on the complete wrong side of the map, but it makes sense for him. He doesn't know where that is. I even understand why he did it. It just feels bad that he like the way that the way the caves are placed. It's hard to not It's hard with the way the caves are placed to not go straight to the east. Like Chroma actually left the east specifically to check out the other caves right there, just to find Maze Island, and JJ didn't, which I understand. But that's turned out to be his biggest sticking point.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't find that one connection. But all in all, this is looking like a pretty fast time, relatively speaking, for Chroma coming in here to GP.
Yeah, for how the seed went, it's actually been pretty decent. Pretty decent entry time.
We've definitely seen some pretty rough seeds so far, but man, Life 8 and the full 8 bars is gonna be a whole lot of safety for Chroma here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, early Thunderbird. This is something nobody ever wants to see.
Yeah.
Definitely makes it so it's not as punishing if you die to Thunderbird, but it means that Chroma's going to have absolutely no information on which paths are good or which paths are bad coming out of here.
Yeah. Very quick T-Bird, at least. Unfortunately, it's very quick, so you don't have much guidance as to where to go after that.
Sure, Chroma's... Ooh, this just keeps getting better and better. Blue bird knights in a lava room. But very affordable jump spell gonna get him through. Oh, that's very nice. Kingbot letting him despawn all the enemies, but somehow not despawning that spicy chicken. Curious why he didn't get sprite overloaded. He was slightly too far off on the page or something. I don't know. But so far, just a straight linear path coming out of Thunderbird. JJ continues to check around. He still didn't find that connection. Checking around on the east again, thinking maybe the cave is here.
Yeah. It's just such a hard cave to go back to. It's just unfortunate they're right next to each other and he didn't find it. I don't even fault him for it. It just feels bad at this point that he hasn't gotten it.
So Chroma takes his first death here in GP. Just having an awful time with this red bird knife. It does manage to knock him down into the pit. I don't actually know. Does Chroma have life spell here, or is he?
He did pick that up.
Okay.
I think.
So he'll continue to have just a ton of safety, but I don't think we've seen a fork yet. I think this whole path has been linear.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's going to be kind of rough if he does take a game over here. It's our first downstab required room, if my accounting is correct.
I think so.
Okay, here's a fork. Chroma going to go right. Don't blame him.
Yep.
He's making pretty good times. Kind of figure he's probably ahead.
There we are. JJ's going to finally find Maze Island.
Yep.
I'm honestly not sure why he walked into that dead end, but okay.
Well, he still needs to find trophy, right? Is that the?
It's hinted.
Is that the palace item? He knows it's there.
Yeah, he knows it's in the palace.
Okay.
Yeah, Chroma walked into the same dead end point. I guess just autopiloting. I was like, the Chroma at least was looking for the items at that point in the scene because Chroma was here much earlier. Chroma walking dead end looking for an item made sense. I don't know why JJ did, but in any case, he's gonna clear P4 as Chroma finds Darklink.
Yep. All in all, ends up being a pretty short GP. That one fork that left must have led to like the other half, a pretty linear path, and then a quick right takes you right here.
Yep.
Right, get your GGs in chat for Chroma, or it's gonna be our winner with an official time of 1:20:19.
Yep. And JJ has understandably decided that he is done.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's the sort of thing where you're just like, man, if I had to find that cave earlier, right? Like, JJ was ahead for a significant length of time here. I think this probably would have been a very close race if you know, you just don't miss it. I mean, it sucks to say, but you know, it can be hard to you know, you think you've explored everything, and there's just one little thing that you missed, and it comes back to bite you.
Yeah. Alright.
We had a false start.
What? Chroma's unmuted himself, so I'll go mute him and switch to JJ. So he does look to still be playing the seed a bit. And Chroma's good stream.
Yeah, JJ basically finding the path straight to Karak here was not particularly difficult.
Yeah, JJ will go back in here for the trophy. He's read the hint. He has it marked on his personal tracker.
He's just playing around at this point, it looks like.
I think so. Alright, where's my brain going? Yeah, he has declined interview as well. Chroma has got a D&D section, not section, brain. So Chroma sadly will not be joining, and I don't think JJ is either. Probably just gonna futz around a bit, practice a little, so I think that is actually about it for us here for this restream. Let's take us to interview. Segmented gaming, yeah. Well, but GG's to them both. What a pair of seeds tonight. I hope that JJ's internet doesn't decide to bug out again. Or sorry, computer continues to cooperate. Let's see. Let me go dig the schedule out of the brackets out of wherever I have it bookmarked. Apparently I don't. Let me go find it. But this will put Chroma to winners bracket round 2. Okay.
Yeah, Chroma's going to be facing the winner of the Zarnax and Sparkles match, which is coming up here at 10 o'clock on ZSR.
Yep.
Should be a good one. I'll be there for it.
Yep. Going to be doing some more comms. Much appreciated for that. And JJ is going to drop down to losers bracket round 1. He will be facing off against the loser of Zarnax and Sparkles. So Gonna be interesting to see how that race shakes out. So to see where these guys go next. Let me see. This is so I don't have a ton else to comment on. Any other thoughts, Cylinder?
Nope. Yeah, GG's. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for Trails for doing the majority of the heavy lifting here on comms.
Yeah, thanks for coming in to keep me company for the last little bit. Let's see, once again, shoutouts to our runners, JJ and Chromataclysm. Also to my two co-coms today, Elendar and Trails, whose link I am putting him in chat alongside the others. And thanks to everyone in chat for watching this one. It's coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule. We'll be back in about half an hour on this channel for the next race. As mentioned, Zardax and Sparkles will be racing each other in a little bit. Then coming up for this weekend, we've got lots and lots and lots of stuff going on, as always. Got a variety of our weekly races, Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 races, Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 races, Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 2 races. And we've got the Link to the Past Randomizer Krowski's Tournament, 6-2 tiebreaker to determine the final runners to move on to brackets on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. The next Z2R match currently on the schedule won't be for a little while, it looks like. The next one currently booked after Zardax and Sparkles is this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern between DPS RNG and our admin TH in the Brew Invitational Tournament Round 2. So we will be looking forward to that, and I'm sure there will be other matches added to the schedule, especially as more races wrap, we'll have more to schedule. So looking forward to that all. If you want to get notifications for races, volunteer yourself, and anything else. Play the randomizer if you want to join the Discord. You can find a link there in the chat. And that will be it for us. We're going to go over and say hi to Paratroopa. She and Level are racing each other off race stream ultimately. And we're going to see how she's holding up. She is currently in a palace. I'm not entirely sure which. Got a ways to go yet. It looks like the clear palaces. So let's go wish her luck with the rest of their race, and we'll see you back here in a bit. Thanks for watching, all. Bye-bye.